الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الحمد لله الذي عزيز الذي عز فقهر الجليل الذي جل جلاله فقهر المتعالي الذي تعالى في وحدانيته فقدر ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له الذي له لا مثيل له لا ملجأ ولا مهرب منه ولا ظفر نشهد أن سيدنا وسندنا مولانا محمدا عبده وحبيبه ورسوله أرسله الله تعالى رحمة للعالمين إن شكره القمر وسلم عليه هجر صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى وصحبه وأزواجه ذرياته الكرام أتباعه وخلفاء راشدين مرشدين مهديين من بعده وزرائه الكاملين في عهده خصوصا منهم الأئمة خلفاء رسول الله على تحقيق أمرائه المؤمنين حضرة أبي بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي ذوي القدر الجليل وعلى بقية الصحابة والتابعين رضوان الله تعالى عليهم أجمعين أيها المؤمنون الحاضرون اتقوا الله تعالى وأطيعون إن الله مع الذين اتقوا والذين هم محسنون قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتاب المنزل على نبي المرسل وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدون ما أريد منهم من رزق وما أريد أن يطعمون إن الله هو الرزاق ذو قوة المتين صدق الله تعالى ربنا الكريم أيها المؤمنين وحاضرين مؤمنون وحاضرون السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Jumu'ah Mubarak to everyone. Running for shelter to Shaykh Abdul Haqq, Allah bless him. He put for the last Friday of Safar al-Khair. They say, أيها المؤمنون حاضرون راقبوا لله تعالى راقبوا لله فارتقبوا إني معكم راقب راقبوا لله تعالى فإنه يعلم ما ظهر من أهوالكم وما استتر ولا تتشبهوا ولا تتشمعوا superstitions ولا تتشمعوا شأموا كفيل من أشرك بالله وكفر كما قال سيد بشره لا أدواء ولا تيارة ولا هم ولا سفر صدق رسول الله فيها أخبر قوله تعالى عليه 19 اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد. He's been using that hadith all month. La adwa wa la tiyara wa la hamma wa la safar. Prophet said no contagion and no bad omen, evil omen, and no superstition. They used to believe if somebody was wronged and died, if they were murdered or something, a bird would come out from the grave like something in a scary movie to haunt the person who did the crime. And no safar, la safar. And it's known that what we should do for contagion, he said, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, if you're in a place where there's plague, don't leave it. And if you're going to go there, don't go there. And another one, he was coming on his, riding on his camel to a place where they had a lot of camels. And someone came out to meet him and stop him, say, oh, Rasulullah, turn back. Why? He said, all the camels are infected with mange, camel disease, skin disease. And we're afraid it may jump to your camel also. And he said, who infected the first one? So you have two sides. And then we have Shaykh Abdul Haqq, Allah bless him. He said, Prophet spoke from the secrets of Tisara Ashar, from the mystic secrets of 19. He said, what we're going to do? Like the astronomical clock, you have suddenly a puzzle. Sahaba used to solve the problem of what to do with Prophet's hadiths, how to weigh them or understand them. And many of them said, we don't like to smear the hadith with meanings from our tongues. It meant what Allah and His Prophet wanted to say. And they left it like that. And when Maulana Shaykh Nazim was questioned about hadith, which is the real hadith, which is the fake hadith, because there's so much discussion. Now it's more than before. This was 30 years ago. Now it's 30,000 times more discussion about such things. And anybody can go on the internet and print anything, and people look and we don't know. He said, for the honor of prophets, believe all of them. If any good imam puts a hadith someplace, in a book, online, believe it for the sake of prophets. Then keep your opinion to yourself and wait. He said the real hadith would come shining off the page to you, the true ones. And I've come to understand, if I can be permitted to say something from what I thought, that it means the meanings will begin to come to your heart. Sayyidina Muhammad, it means, how can we say it? As Maulana Shaykh Hashem used to say, Allah bless him, ilmul haruf or ilmul zawq, knowledge of pages and letters, knowledge of letters, and knowledge of tasting. So, and knowledge of tasting requires the experience of it. You can describe what's the taste of this food or that food. Until you eat it, you can't know. Therefore, as the companion of Ibn Arabi al-Habashi used to say, when you come, he gave an example. You're riding on your horse and you come to a tunnel on the road, a dark tunnel. And you don't know whether you should enter that tunnel or turn back and find another way. He said, pull up on the reins of your horse and extend your candle into the darkness. If the wick comes back lit, go ahead. By that he means when you come to what you don't understand, Pull up on the reins of your horse and wait. Contemplate and wait for the lamp of understanding to be lit, the lamp of knowledge. What's he saying? Act in haste, repent at leisure. How does it? You do something, Quran says. When something comes to you from Fasik, a Fasik brings you some news, check it out with Allah and His Prophet and those in authority until you go. Don't run off and do something and later you regret it. Oh, I was wrong. I thought so and so was bad. I thought this was wrong. I thought that was wrong. And I went and did something. Wait. Pull up on the reins of your horse and wait until the light of understanding comes. Ilmul Lawq. Allahumma salli wa sallam. Baraka ala Sayyidina Muhammad. Oh, Ya Rab. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for good understandings. It's not an easy field. What they say, Islamic spirituality, if you want to classify it, so it's not an easy field. And it's filled with tricksters and different things. Think what you want, but don't sign it. Wait. You can think good thoughts or bad thoughts, don't sign it. Just because you thought it doesn't mean it's correct. So leave it to Allah and His Prophet. So grant us a good understanding. Allahumma salli wa sallam. Prophet spoke that hadith from the secrets of 19. Over it is 19, says Holy Quran. What's the meaning for that? What's the meaning of Alif Lam Mim? What's the meaning of Kaf Ha Ya Ain Sad, Noon, Sad, Taha, Ta Sin Mim, Ha Mim Ain Sin Ka? They wrote books and books. What's the real meaning? Why? I see ayat. Truly you are in discordance doctrine. Every group has their beliefs and they never come to accept the other one. There's an ayat, we have to find that ayat later. Allah arranged it that way. There's so many different verses about the differences between people, all the way up from fight them to each we prescribed an open way. Fastabiqul khair, compete with each other in goodness. If we wanted, we could have made you all on one way. But Allah chose to make you in groups with different understandings to test who was going to be good ones. Fastabiqul khair, compete in goodness. Race with each other in goodness. Don't need to fight. On the other hand, in some ayahs it fight. It needs a guide, a true guide. May Allah keep us on the hands of true guidance. And Holy Quran tells us every Friday that a guide is not always easy to understand. I read a paper last night from academia, the scholarly PDFs. He's attacking everyone. And he came to that. Oh yeah, Naqshbandi Haqqani also is known. He's going, everybody is, how? Awesome. Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, remember every Friday his story, he said, asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for a guidance to the secret knowledge that I wasn't given. He was given Torah, 10 commandments, but he wasn't given the secret knowledge of why things happen the way they happen. Why you have one other. I've been interested in the Islamic astronomy. Last night I was thinking, actually the earth turns that way. We have to make the clocks backwards. And I found on the internet backwards clocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. Then I went, okay, so we have to do that way. And I went to look it up. It says, of course, that's because you're in the northern hemisphere. I said, what? Everything turns this way. Yeah, backwards clock. But if you go to across the equator to the southern hemisphere, you look up, everything's going that way. Opposite. So Musa was asking such things. Why you told us to fight some, other ones compete in goodness, others why you sent 124,000 prophets with different messages and their followers fighting each other. Sheikh Hashem once said to Maulana Sheikh in South Africa, Sahib told me this one. I'm Sahib, Allah bless you. He said, can I ask you something? Not as a murid, but as your son-in-law. If it was in the army, you say permission to speak freely. To say something normally you can't say it. Out of presuming on the adab of family more than murid. Would say, he said, everywhere you put somebody to lead zikr and give bayat and give talks and do. Then you put another person in the same place, they begin to fight. Well, Shaykh answered him, I like it like that. Sayyidina Musa was asking Allah, he spoke with Allah, he went to the top. How is this happening? How can it be? Allah said, that knowledge, it's my way, my sunnah, sunnatullah, to give that to someone of my servants. I don't give it directly, even to you. You have to find that one I gave that knowledge to and follow him, take that knowledge from him. And he set out with firm determination. I'm not going to stop until I find that one. And after some miraculous signs, the one who was accompanying Musa said, oh, I forgot to tell you, a ways back on the trail, there was a miraculous sign. They had a fish, cooked fish for lunch in a basket. The cooked fish came alive, jumped into the river or sea and swam off. If it was a fish fresh caught, might be it wasn't dead yet, and it was cooked. Came alive. But Shaitan made me to forget. One person, one sheikh from Persian sheikh said, why they're not doing a muhasabah, a self-accounting of their khawatir. Khawatir, thoughts, khatir, not just thoughts, inrushing, something comes suddenly after you forgot it. Oh, yeah. Like Sayyidina Musa, oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you the fish came alive. Could be something big, and you forgot it. Go back over your day, which things happen like that? Musa, the story is well known in Surah Kaf. He found فَوَجْدَ عَبْدًا مِنْ عِبَادِنَا آتَيْنَهُ رَحْمَةً وَأَجْعَلْهُ مِنْ لَدُنَّا عِلْمًا. He found one of our servants that we gave him rahmah and from ourselves knowledge. He found someone like the one he was looking for. One of them. عَبْدًا مِنْ عِبَادِنَا. One servant from among endless, there might be so many. He found that one. And he said to him, can you accept me to accompany you to learn the secret knowledge you were given. Why things happen the way they happen. I'm puzzled. Allah gave me the Torah, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. People are killing and stealing, doing everything. But you ordered no. Why everything's opposite? And Khidr, Sayyidina Khidr alayhi salam, that was his name, he said, if you try to follow me and accompany me to learn that kind of knowledge, you won't be able to carry it. You won't be able to accept it. It's not something you're able to accept. You won't be able to be patient. Remember, Shaykh al-Habashi said, you extend your candle into the darkness, if it comes back lit, you don't have the patience for that. You're going to jump to something and might be not the correct understanding. Also said, no, I really want to learn this. I promise to be patient. Let me accompany you. And Sayyidina Khidr said, okay, you won't be able to be patient, but the minimum condition to be my murid, no matter what you see me do or say, don't say anything. Keep quiet. Shaykh al-Mashaykh Abdul Ghani Hardy said to me once, I don't remember it myself, it's Khawatir, it went, I have to remember it when it comes back. He said, after Shaykh Hashem established the center in Michigan, I was the first one there. We built the place, we can't say we built it, with his holy help. We put the place, we did everything. Abdul Rauf came, John Hassan came, slowly, we built everything. Then it was opened. And Sheikh said to me, now, no matter what you see, if you see them taking this place apart brick by brick, don't say anything. Don't. This place under my control. The people who come here, I'm looking after them. Whatever you see them do, leave it to me. Don't interfere. Okay, and make sure the toilets are clean, make sure the cars aren't parked in the road, make sure the sheep are fed, and don't. So Sayyidina Khidr said to Musa something like that, don't say anything, no matter what you, okay, you want to be my murid, come. On Talaka, they went, but don't say anything. And Khidr did things that Musa couldn't get it. You know the story. Some nice fishermen helped them to cross the water. When they crossed to the other side, when no one was looking, sank their boat. What you did? I told you, don't say anything. But then he killed a nice young boy. You killed someone. You want to learn this or not? Yeah, but this is, I told you. Okay. And the third time, there were some bad people in a place, and they wouldn't give them food, even anything. And so it says, we have to help them build their well. And Moses said, well, at least we get some money for it. He said, okay. Like, this is the parting between you and me. That's it. 3 strikes, you're out. And he began to explain to him what was the reason. There was a reason. He said, I didn't do anything by myself. It was Allah's will. Sayyidina Khidr was someone, Rabbaniyin. Allah's will acting through that person. Not from reading, from being overtaken by divine lights. You can't say anything. You can't say anything. So that knowledge is difficult. And Maulana Shaykh said, after Sayyidina Khidr, cut it from saying to Musa, say this is the parting between us. He didn't leave Musa with nothing. He left those 3 events that Musa couldn't understand, that he got angry and broke patience. He left them for Musa to go back and meditate on it. They were like ladders to climb up. If he went, as Imam Habash said, to put your candle into the darkness and wait till it comes back lit. Till understanding comes, guidance comes. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ittaqullah wa amanu bi rasulihi yutikum kiflayni min rahmatihi wa ajalakum nuran tamshuna bihi wa yaghfir lakum. All you who believe, fear Allah and believe in Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah will give you a double portion of mercy and a light where which you can walk. Your candle comes back lit. This is what we need now. May Allah grant us, for the honor of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, for the honor of our Lord and Awliya, and forgive us. Allah asana kalam al-balagh كلام الله الملك العزيز العلام كما قال الله تبارك وتعالى في الكلام وإذا قرئ القرآن فاستمعوا له وأنصتوا لعلكم ترحمون أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن المتقين في جنة والنهار الحمد لله حمدا كاملين والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد وعلى وصحبه أجمعين تعظيما لنبي وتكريما لفخامة شان شفيه فقال عز وجل من قائلا مخبرا وآمرا إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد الذي هو سيد البشر مفخر العرب والعجم مولانا والمولى من المختار بين سيدنا ابن القاسم محمد يا أيها المشتاقون لنور جماله ترجون الشفاعة صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وآل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وآل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد وبارك اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا ونبينا مولانا محمد سيد الأولين والآخرين توب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم إنك على كل شيء قدير وإجابة جدير اللهم اهدنا من فضلك فيما هديت وعافنا فيما عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت وبارك لنا فيما أعطيت وقنا واصرف عنا شر ما قضيت فإنك تقضي ولا يقضى عليك وإنه لا يذل من وليت ولا يعز من هديت تبارك ربنا وتعاليت فلك الحمد ولا ما قضيت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك صلى الله على النبي الأمي وآله وصحبه وسلم وغفر والمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم الأموات برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين واغفر لنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان ولا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم وانصرهم عدوك وعدوهم يا أرحم الراحمين يا مفاتيح الأبواب افتح لنا خير الباب يا غارة الله يا غارة الله يا غارة الله يكون يا غارة الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون. أقم السلام.